Are you tired of importing entire files in React, only to find that you're pulling in functions you don't even need? You're not alone. Today, we're going to tackle how to import only the specific functions you require from a file. I totally get it. It can be frustrating when you see unnecessary code being downloaded, bloating your application. This is a common concern among developers, especially when working with larger code bases. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, is there a way to import only the functions I need from my functions.js file without bringing in everything? They shared their code, and it looks like this. They have two functions, F1 and F2, but only F1 is being used. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's happening here? When you import functions from a file, JavaScript bundles all the exported functions together. This means that even if you only need one, the entire file is included in the final bundle. This can lead to larger file sizes and slower load times. Stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to optimize your imports and keep your application lean and efficient. To address the user's concern about importing only the required function, we need to understand how JavaScript modules work. When the user imports a function, the entire module is bundled, which can lead to unnecessary code being included. One solution to this issue is to use a tool called tree shaking. Tree shaking is a feature of modern JavaScript bundlers like Webpack. It removes unused code from the final bundle, ensuring that only the functions actually used in the application are included. To enable tree shaking, the user should ensure that their project is set up correctly. This includes using ES6 module syntax, which the bundler can analyze to determine which functions are used. If the user is still seeing unnecessary functions in the bundle, they can check their bundler configuration. For Webpack, ensure that the mode is set to production, as this activates optimizations like tree shaking. Lastly, if tree shaking does not resolve the issue, the user may consider creating separate files for each function. This way, they can import only what is needed without any additional overhead. Fun fact, did you know that the term tree shaking comes from the idea of shaking a tree to remove the dead leaves? In coding, it means removing the unused code to keep your application healthy. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative solution is to upgrade Webpack to version 2 or newer. This version supports tree shaking, which helps eliminate unused exports. To make this work, you need to configure Babel to avoid transpiling ES6 modules into CommonJS format. With this configuration, tree shaking should work effectively. You can inspect the results using the console or the Webpack Bundle Analyzer plugin. Here's a pro tip. Always review your imports and exports. Keeping your code clean and organized not only helps with performance, but also makes it easier to maintain in the long run. And there you have it. You now know how to import only the functions you need in React, keeping your application efficient. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks. And remember, optimizing your code is a journey, not a destination.